SMT Nation, we back. Nation, big update at AT&T. Workers going on strike. Let me tell you everything we know currently, how this is going to impact the company, and what it means for their networking moving forward. Link for the original article from Edward over at channelfutures.com covering some of the kind of ongoing negotiation developments. That link will be in the description. Ways to support us can be found there as well. Please do like and share this video. Subscribe if you're new here, and turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload from the SMT. All right, folks, so here's the situation. According to sources, there are some issues over at AT&T. The most recent developments take us, I think, back to the spring, early summer, in which indications where negotiations were ongoing. Now, the employees at AT&T in certain places are considered to be union. They're part of the union. They formed a union. In other places, that's not the case. So I think relative to telco, that's pretty standard and par for the course. But there are a lot of employees, think thousands, that are likely about to go on strike, literally happening as we speak today. The negotiations have probably faltered. AT&T obviously was, in control of the situation for a long time, and I think, generally speaking, the workers wanted to keep working, but now they're being told by the union that they must strike. All right, so I think kind of interesting is there are people reporting on job sites, working alongside AT&T, that are saying AT&T employees just straight up picked up their stuff and left, which, I mean, that's just crazy, right? So they were told by their union reps, either by call or text or something, go ahead and stop working. It's time to strike, which tells me that negotiations have hit a wall, and possibly, they haven't made any progress. Now, AT&T has been reporting, at least from their end, negotiations were ongoing and that progress is being made. I don't think that's the case. So for, people that work out in the field, for people that are, part of the network teams, specifically the fiber teams that are really, really busy right now as AT&T works to upgrade fiber to tower sites, fiber to home, fiber to business, whatever, they're going home, right? They're not going to be working until a resolution is reached. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things in play here. It's new contract that these workers want, and it doesn't look like AT&T is willing to give them what they want. And I'm not sure what the terms are, but this is typical union stuff. This is how things work with them. Hopefully this strike is short-lived. These folks can get back to work, and AT&T, they can kind of come to terms with it. The thing about AT&T right now, guys, is they are really, really counting the beans very, very closely. They are hypersensitive to the free cash flows. They're hypersensitive to cost and operations. They lay off thousands annually on a regular basis. They're trying to minimize business operations. But unfortunately for AT&T, you can't remain operational when you're breaking things like this, like your employment or your employees going to work. So they're going to have to figure this out pretty quick. I'm always one for the people. I don't really take the side of corporations. I really don't give two shits about them. AT&T is guilty of being one of the worst companies in the world, in my opinion, in terms of how they treat people. So to me, I just hope the folks that are working, I hope they get good outcomes. To hell with AT&T. It's the cost of you making your billions. So make the deal, figure this out, and come to an agreement. Come to the table and do things in good faith. I'm going to go ahead and blame AT&T. That's just me. You don't have to. Maybe you're an AT&T investor and you're on their side. I don't really give a shit. I don't care. I always side with people. That's me. But you're free to do what you want and tell me what you think about all this. What do you think the outcome is going to be? Short strike, long strike, huge problems. This is really bad timing, people. AT&T is trying to fully modernize its network. They're trying to pace the upgrades with Verizon and T-Mobile. This couldn't have come at a worse time. Really couldn't have. Sound off in the comment section below. You all, the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.